Hey everybody, we're gonna keep this relatively short and sweet tonight. We'll do a few things, then we'll go from there. Unfortunately, can't really stream that long tonight because it's relatively late. I gotta get to bed. So we're gonna do one rewatch, and we'll start continuing off with this scene where we left off last night. All right. So as mentioned before, while we wait for the movie to load up, we're slowly but surely approaching the 16,000 frame limit that Adobe Animate does give you. So I believe we could probably use all of it. I'm trying to use all of it actually, but just be very wary of your frames if you're going to be taking up a project like this. You don't want to overcommit because I have a lot of ideas. I do have a lot of ideas, but if I could try to utilize them in this one sprite animation, that's great. If not, I have to make another one to add on top of this one. Because this is only at 195 seconds, believe it or not. It seems a lot longer, but no. We've been working on this for like 4 weeks now? Yeah, 4 weeks. Okay, I just gotta pay attention real quick. And the reason why this has to be a little bit shorter tonight is because I gotta be up really, really early tomorrow. And as mentioned, the big things we're looking for is just to make sure none of the symbols and keyframes are they're not jumbled up. Because sometimes they do get mixed around a little bit. Also, music, what happened? Oh, fuck it. Brutal Valley it is. And again, it does feel like this is repetitive because we do the same thing almost every night, but we have to do this just because of things messing up. Because Adobe Animate is not... It's a good program when it wants to behave, but there are times where it just screws up royally. We've seen it happen firsthand. I've had a whole entire project just completely like destroy itself on me, on stream, mind you. That shit was crazy. And again, this is looking scuffed because we're still working on the raw file. As soon as we get it toward DaVinci Resolve and CapCut later on, it's gonna look a lot better. You have to build before you can build a house, you have to build a foundation. This is the foundation. But as mentioned, unfortunately, this does have to be a relatively short stream tonight. What I really think, no, that's fine not having the camera there. We want the cool teleport into sword slash thing he does. Okay, cool. So we don't have to do any crazy simple stuff. So what we're gonna do, they're gonna meet up right here. They're gonna slash at each other at the same time. They're both gonna get blasted back. So we need to grab, I think, yeah, we already have Isaac Slash in there. Should be back around here somewhere. Yeah, we need to grab his Slash first, which is right there. And then we're gonna grab Satoru's Slash, and they're both gonna counter each other. So copy this. We're not gonna have any funky fancy pants aura, we're just gonna have just a normal slashing. So right there. Paste it. Turn on onioning just to make sure we have the right position. Isaac moves forward a little bit, so we're gonna have to just move him a tad bit forward. Now let's grab Satoru's and we'll go from there. Okay. Fuck. We'll have to take the one from back here. Now let's zoom in. Insert blank keyframe right here. Get rid of Satoru's frame. Right click, paste, modify, transform, flip horizontal. We're just gonna use the arrow keys just to move him. I might have to make it a tad bit bigger. I'll see. So for now, let's get Casey in there. Casey hits mark. Actually, no. We have to use another hit spark. Hold on. Yeah. Give me a minute. I gotta go through my hit sparks real quick. I think that's fine. Let's try Marvel. All my hit sparks are from various games. Okay, right there. Blank keyframe. We're gonna drag Marvel. We'll drag Marvel hit spark 3 there. MVC 2, hit spark 3 GIF, put it right on top of them. We're going to turn this into a graphic. Right there. Blank keyframe. Make this a little tad bit bigger. think that's object, movie clip. We're gonna turn this into a screen? No. I think that's then from there, we're gonna have them both get knocked back a little bit. We'll do Isaac first. Copy this. Paste this right here. Flip horizontal. So right there should be good. We're going to tween it real quick. So here's point A. We want Isaac to go that way. So insert keyframe right here. We're gonna push Isaac back using the arrow keys. I think right there. So here's point A, here's point B. Right click anywhere in between point A and point B. Create classic tween. We'll use ease in and out because that's what I personally like to use. Sometimes I use classic easing, but this time we're just gonna use ease in and out. Now we're gonna do the same thing for Sartorius. Look. Copy there. Insert blank keyframe. Paste. Use the arrow keys to move him where onioning shows him at. Okay, so he's right there. We're going to remove the tween from this because we're creating a new tween. So we're going to line it up to where Isaac's secondary B1 is. Because remember, we need a point A, we need a point B. So insert keyframe. We're going to put Sartorius back. That should be good. Direct click anywhere in between A and B. Create classic tween. I like using ease in and out, but you can use classic ease. We're going to save it. We're going to give ourselves extra frames so we can watch the movie. All right. So a couple things to yap about for a few minutes. Well, for a minute while we wait for this. Again, 16,000 frames is the max limit you get for Adobe Animate. Once you get past that, you won't be able to add any more symbols or anything at all. You're kind of cooked, unless you get rid of some frames. Right now, we're giving this a lot of frames because I feel comfortable giving myself more frames just because if I make a mistake, I know at least I have the frames to back me up. But if I don't add enough frames, I might not give myself enough wiggle room when I'm extending scenes later on, if that makes sense. Give yourself enough frames just for real estate. All right. Like I said, unfortunately, this has to be a relatively short stream because I'm going to be up very early tomorrow. We'll make up for lost time when I get back after work. So what we did today, we added 2 new symbols, hit spark effect, and we went over tweening. And like I said, as soon as I get them out of work tomorrow, we'll make up for the lost time. We're probably going to end up transitioning stages again because I want everybody to. No, I think we're either gonna transition to another stage or still keep it there. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll sleep on it. And again, we're gonna have a lot of fun with this angle. Once I add the shading to this is gonna look amazing. I might have to add some ripple to that too. And don't worry about the speed for that. That's going to be slowed down later on. Okay, cool. And now let's get them both, because they both recover. We'll have them recover right there. Yeah, we'll have them both recover right there. Grab tutorials first. Then tomorrow we'll get started with the next portion of this. Paste. We're probably gonna have tutorials to do some type of slash to knock Isaac into another arena. Copy and paste. Oh, funny enough, he actually kind of lands in the same area. So yeah, this is good. All right. Let's give ourselves a couple extra frames. So tomorrow's plan is we're probably going to have him slash Isaac. Probably, I have the effect for it. We're going to do a quick sword slash, have Isaac transition, probably knock him back into the front of Mercury Lighthouse. We'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. We don't want them intervening with Mia and Minarity's little squabble. We'll probably have Garrett. We'll have Garrett land. We'll have Garrett's body land somewhere. We'll figure it out as we go. But again, I do apologize for the relatively short stream, but unfortunately I do have to be up because I gotta go do some PT at a different place tomorrow. But besides that, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one and enjoy the vlog.